So, welcome to week 2. So everything was going really well, the praise was pouring in from everyone, the compliments, stroking my ego, I was feeling so great about myself, and then boom, as if out of the cosmos, or maybe a gift from God, there came an email from a very good friend and student who I've been working with for probably over 2 years now, Inez. Hi, Inez. And it just said, Kat, I don't feel anything. No matter how hard I try, I don't feel anything. And for a split second, I was like, oh my God, it's me. I'm a rubbish teacher. And then I caught it and I popped it. And I was like, no, that's so silly to straight away think that. Feeling nothing is perfect. Feeling something is perfect. Not being sure whether you're feeling anything. It's all perfect. I absolutely remember back in the day when I first started, I was such a skeptic. And if anyone promised me like all the world through one practice, I just thought they were a charlatan or a fake. And that's basically the only way you can fail in this, is if you're like, no, this is not gonna work. So the best way is just to be like, well, let's just see, like I'm open to anything. And in my experience, there's no like big boom breakthroughs. It's just like later little things that come into my awareness. So I read a quote by Carl Jung. I don't know if you pronounce it Carl Jung or Carl Hung, anyway, and he said something along the lines of, you don't become enlightened by seeing figures of light. You become enlightened by seeing your own darkness. So that's where we're going to start this week, our shadow self. So we all have light and we all have a shadow, It might help to think of the yin-yang symbol. Half is white, like the moon, like feminine, and half is dark, which maybe represents the more masculine side. So yeah, sure, it's great to be like, I'm light, I'm love, but what about when you don't feel like that? What about when you feel like really angry or really resentful or really jealous, or you're judging someone, or you're lashing out at someone, you're putting someone down, and then you catch yourself and you're like, oh my God, I have a dark side. Well, yes, and welcome to the world of human beings. So our job is just to become aware of that dark side and then work through it. So I remember when I first got into this kind of energy healing stuff, I did an energy clearing session, and it was so powerful. So she took me back to my childhood and asked me to remember, things people had said to me, experiences I'd had, and then she started to clear it. And honestly, it was like a big black ball of vomit that was just coming up, and I actually started choking, crying, I was shaking, I didn't know what was happening. So, and then afterwards I felt amazing. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I've lost 100 pounds, like energetically, and I feel like I've opened up new ways of being, and I can welcome new things, new circumstances, new people into my life. So the idea being is that we are pretty much developed by the age of 6. So we get all our conditioning, all our stories, all our expectations about the experiences of life by the age of we're 6. So wow, we're still running off this child's programming. And if we don't take the time to upgrade our stories, upgrade our expectations, upgrade what we tolerate, then we can be, it's not as high, on a higher vibrational scale as what it could be if we did the deep inner work, the inner child work, went back, saw what maybe got planted when we were younger, Did anyone tell you anything that made you believe that you weren't enough? Did anyone tell you anything that made you believe that you didn't deserve abundance, or that, you know, money didn't grow on trees and you had to work really hard, so you were left thinking that the world is a place of lack, instead of knowing that this world is a place of plenitude and there is no lack for anybody. You can have exactly what you want as long as it is in alignment with your higher self. So the practice will be going back, and we'll do a bit of inner child energy clearing work. Again, so I just said that I had this really powerful experience where I felt like I was throwing up black vomit, and I actually remember maybe 3 days after that experience, no, actually 1 day after the experience, I did the energy clearing on a Sunday, and on the Monday, something miraculous happened in my life. And you might think, oh yeah, Kat, there you go, promising the world, but it did. And I'm sorry, but it did. Like, just something which had been unable to get to me because I was blocked energetically, emotionally, mentally. That had gone, and it just went, and it came to me, and I was like, whoa, this stuff really works. This stuff really works. So here are the points from this week 2 video. What is your shadow side? What are your blockages? What are your stories? What are your conditions? Are they all really life affirming, or have some, not been upgraded? Are you still living from that hurt child mentality? And if you are, you don't judge yourself, you love yourself unconditionally, and then you do the bravest thing that you can do. I mean, there's not a lot of people out there who are up for this, saying, I accept that I have a dark side, I accept that I have a shadow side, and I am going to do everything I can to work through that, to upgrade myself, to bring my vibration up, so I can co-create with the natural forces that there are, the life of my dreams, so that I can co-create an environment of love and abundance and joy and health and all those things. Like, I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to expect anyone else to do it. I'm not going to blame anyone else. And I know we're all women on this call, if you like. One thing my mum said to me, before she died, maybe a few weeks before she died, and I do think that when people are dying, they have a connection with the divine. And she said to me, be the goddess of your life. Be the queen of your life. And she didn't mean that in a narcissistic way or an egotistical way, but she was saying, take control. You take control. You light it up. You bring it all to the table. And then as you do that, you inspire everyone around you to do the same. And, then things are just a bit more in flow. And I just want to make it clear that I in no way think that if you do this, life is going to be like rosy every day and everything's going to be like flowing to you and it's just going to be like miracle after miracle. No, of course, we all will still always have bad days. We'll still always have challenges. We'll still have arguments with our spouses, our colleagues, our kids. However, we will tap in to magic. And that magic will start to just be a constant companion throughout your life. And when you take the time to focus on your inner peace, that is how we find the solutions to all our problems. The solutions to our problems are not outside of us. They come from having a stable, peaceful, strong mind. That's my dog. So I wish you luck. Feel free to send me any more critical feedback, any more praising feedback. It's amazing when you do those shares on Insta with the photo, watching the video, because then I share it and then more people get involved and then more people are like, oh, can I join the course? Can I join the course? And then it's like a nice vibration just sprinkling out across the world, and it's like, it's all our work. We're doing this together. So your practice will be your energy clearing, bit of inner child healing, meditation. There'll be some breath work, and as always, you will need a pen and a paper. Wishing you lots of luck meeting your shadow side, getting to know it, and yeah, bringing it to the light. Take care and namaste.